I want you to pick a lesson or two from this tutorial and apply it in your next design that you are going to make, right? So just watch this video and study it carefully. At the end of this video, I'm going to give a quick recap before we run up with this video. So just stay tuned, watch this video to the end and grab every little thing that you need right now. Good. So let me just go ahead and start with a fresh background, okay, like this one. So as usual, I'm deleting the text, and after that I'm going to select the background color, probably something like green. Yeah, this color, I like this. So what I'm going to do after this is to probably import my first resource image, which is going to be a football pitch. So I'll just go through my gallery right now and pick up one image like that. So okay, I think I got one over here. So let me go ahead and use the relative size to stretch it like this. Okay, so I think I have to stretch it just a little bit like this, and I think this should be fine for me. Good. So after putting it over here, I actually have to reduce the opacity of it a little bit, just like this. Let's say 30% is okay. Maybe we may even increase it later on, right? So at this point, what we have to do is to lock the layer, and after that we go ahead and insert a shape, probably a white shape like this. Make it a rectangle and put it down here. And I think this place is okay. So after this, I will tap on the check mark and make a duplicate of this particular shape again, just by tapping on copy, and go ahead and change the color to color green like this, and just bring it down here. Okay, so let's lock the first layer before we proceed with this one. Okay, so let's bring it down. Let's use the position tool to actually push it down. Okay, and I think this place is okay, so we can go ahead and also lock it as well over here. Now after this, we have to start entering our text and every other thing that we need right now. So the first thing that we're going to use, or the first text that we are going to enter, is ASAM, trials. These are kind of flyers, mostly they are being used by Indians here. Actually, one Indian friend requested for a tutorial on this, so that's why I'm actually doing this one. But I want you to pick a lesson or two from this and also apply it in your next design. So I'm going to change the font. Okay, I'm going to use either Montserrat Black or any other bold font for this one. So I think I'll use the Montserrat Black, right? And I'll have to increase the size of this text quickly. So let me quickly grab the size tool over here and start working with it. So after this, I'll have to reduce the space in between the two texts like this. And I think I still have to reduce the size maybe a little bit like this. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. This isn't bad. I just have to work on this quickly. Good. So at this point, I think we are pretty much good. So what I'm going to do right now is to import another image, probably the image of the player. I got it from the internet, and I'm going to leave the link in the video description. So I'll just put it over here like this. Okay, so after putting it over there, what I'm going to do is to move the white shape down a little bit, because I want it to be around the knee of the player. Okay, it should be around the knee of the player, probably something, yeah, like this. Good. So at this point, I think I like what I'm seeing over here, so I just have to push this one down a little bit, and after this I have to make a copy of this particular text, and for the color I'll give it this plain color so that it will not be showing. Literally there is no color being added at this point, and I'll tap on a check mark and move straight to the stroke option, then give it a stroke with a width of 1. Alright, and give it color white. Alright, so we have to place this stroke onto the previous text, which is there are some trials, we have to place it on it just like this. Okay, so I'm going to log all this stuff right now, and that's what we'll be having here. Now at this point, we also have to input one other image, probably a boot, football boot. So I'm just going to search through my gallery right now and pick one. Good, I think I got one over here, and I'm going to bring it down here, increase the size of it a little bit like this, and put it down and reduce the opacity of it. So quickly, let's head over to opacity and reduce the opacity to something like 7. Is not bad, but I think 8 will be fine. And after that, we have to push it to the down. All right, you have to push it downwards like this. So at this point, let's just lock it, and once we lock it, we are pretty much done. The remaining thing that we need to actually do over here is probably maybe input a logo. If there's a logo for the association or whatsoever, then we input the logo as well. So I'm just going to go through my gallery right now and see if I'll just grab one random logo and use. So probably I'll use my own logo over here. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the size of it using the relative size tool. Okay, so I think this size is okay, and I'm going to put it at the right top corner over here like this. Okay, so I'll explain something to you, maybe getting to the end of the video. I'll explain something to you why I am using the logo over here. Okay, so after this, you probably want to enter other tests like the details of the program. Okay, so let's say the details are something like the program is for the youth. So let me just start with those tests. Okay, for Youth League 1 or Youth 1 League, which comprises of we comprise of under 13. Okay, so I'll just tap on enter. Then we have under 13, under 15. Okay, so it all depends on what you want to enter. Okay, so I'm just entering these values over here, under 15 and under 18. I think we are pretty much done with this. So I'm going to use Montserrat for this particular test, either Montserrat semi-bold or Montserrat bold. I'll use one of them. Okay, so I think I'll use Montserrat medium and see how it's going to go. And of course, I have to change the color to green and put it on a white background, and also reduce the size of it as well. So quickly, I'm just going to reduce the size of it, then place it over here. I think I'll use 18 as the size. So what I'm going to do is to change the alignment to align right like this. Then I can just place it over here. So I can just make a copy of it, and after making a copy of it, I'll go ahead and enter the remaining details like Casa Stadium. But just a quick disclaimer over here, this is just a tutorial for educational purposes. There is no program coming up like this. Okay, this is just for educational purposes. Okay, so Casa Stadium. So I'm trying to enter Indian names and stuff. I don't know how to pronounce them. I don't know if Deep Who or I don't know, but let's just use it. Okay, so and the date is, let me say the date here. Let's say we have one imaginary date over here. Let's say 15th June 2022. So we have 15th June 2022 over there as the date. Okay, so yeah, we also have to bring it down here and put it over here. Okay, now assuming there are other details we equally need to add, we'll just have to enter those details and put them right beneath the text over here. Okay, I think we are pretty much done over here already. Okay, because we literally don't have any other text to enter at the moment, but provided the person that you are designing for, the person actually provided some other stuff, you actually need to put those stuff on a flyer that you are designing. Okay, so pretty much that's going to be it, and I hope you do find this tutorial helpful. But before I go, like I said, I'll give a quick recap on this tutorial before I go, so that you pick the lessons that I actually want you to pick. Now, the first lesson is for you to blend background with image. Okay, whenever you are designing a flyer, make sure you blend some image with a background. It gives some kind of popping look to the flyer. Okay, and the second thing I want you to take note of is the alignment. Your alignment should be in an order. Okay, if you realize at a point I turn on this grid tool, okay, it's because of alignments. That's why I turn it on, just to make sure that I have my stuff arranged well. Okay, so pretty much I hope these two tips do help you blending the background by reducing the opacity, and also alignment. They do help you in your next design that you are going to make. This is Goso here from Serene Arts, and don't forget to hit that like button on this video, then subscribe to this channel in case you are new over here. I hope to see you in my next video. Bless up.